when did that kind of like, what song or what kind of, when did you start seeing that type of income coming from music? Like?
Do you know what's funny? I heard a Steph London bar in like 015 or 16, and she said 200k on my wrist off of streams. And I said, what does that mean? I opened the laptop straight away, opened Google, you know my thing, bro. I started searching up the place, boom, 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 boom. 1 million streams is free bag A on Spotify. I said, what? Uploaded all my old songs, but that from them years, yeah. All went on Spotify 5 years later. One of the songs that was like 3 years old, it just did a mad thing. It got put in one grind playlist, and it made like 100k. And I was like, yo, is this what's going on? So that's when I started really doing the research and going down that like the independent avenue more. Cause yeah, it was just about gaining the knowledge at first, bro. But if you're talking when I first found out, it was because of Steph London. Still, I don't think she knows, blood. But yeah, it was one lyric, bro. One lyric literally made me say, bro, what do you mean? And I did my research, and then yeah, from there. Yeah, man.
But all new artists that are coming out, anyone in the room, like let's say you want to go towards a platform like DRM or something like that, does it make a difference in the package that you go for with them? Because it almost feels like sometimes if you do the basic one, they deal with you like on a basic level. I know you're probably kind of far set from that now, but just coming into the game, like what would the angle be for like new artists?
I think what it is, bro, where I've kind of had a relationship with Jerem from like 010 or 11. I don't really. I have them my mates. I have like bigger Alex Griffin, but I have him on WhatsApp, so I just deal directly with him. Right. But I guess like when my friends shout me and say, "Yo, bro, can you get my thing on Grind Daily?" I would still ask Alex, but sometimes he'll be like, "Yo, you need to email this email," and he'll give you an email, and you would just email them and sort it out like that. I think usually, I'm not sure, don't quote me on this, but I think it's about 350 an upload, something like that. But something like that, yeah, could because that was time ago, so it could have went up. That's why I said don't quote me on it. But yeah, you liaise with them on email, and more time, obviously they fly straight. They're reputable, so yeah.
So sorry, just for a new artist in the room, like what would be your approach if you was to do it all again now? How would you enter the game?
Now, from what I know, is if I came into the game right now as an independent artist and I'm releasing my first visual on Gram Daily, I would make sure that visual gets 100k in a week because from what I know, if you get a certain amount of views, they premiere you. So you can't pay for premiere. Premiere is if they decide you're good enough to, not good enough, but you know what I mean. Yeah. If you're doing the numbers enough to become a premiere artist, so that's what I would focus on, is making my first release the one that goes bang. You know the saying first impressions count, and that goes with music. So I feel like make your first release on Gram Daily anyway, the most impactful you can make it.
Do you feel like as an independent artist it's better to start off with things like Gram Daily and things like that, or would you say it's better off to invest in yourself on like your own YouTube advertising and things like that on your own channel? How would you?
Nowadays, 2023, I would say it's either one, because you can start your own YouTube channel, and it depends. If you have a little bit of money to play with, you can obviously pump money into like YouTube ads, exactly, YouTube ads, and if you know the right people, there's agencies like was it Clio Agency? Yeah. Cass's Clio Agency, right? Clio, so there's big agencies like Clio Agency, who if you give them like, I don't know, £1,000, £500, they will really pump your video for you. So
what's it called?
It depends. Clio.agency, I believe.
Yeah, CLEO.
They do like all the major artists in the UK. So yeah, there's companies like that are really, if you're doing your own YouTube route, I would do it through there. I wouldn't just release a video on YouTube and not pump anything into it. It's because the competition is so high nowadays. You're like, I think it's like 40,000 uploads a day on Spotify now, which is crazy. Whereas back in the day, 011, I believe it was like 900 or something like that.
Even them ads is mad hard to like function.
You're literally 1 in a billion now, bro. So you if you're doing the own YouTube thing, and you have like, you're starting from scratch with 0 subscribers, it's going to be really hard to get seen. So I would advise to go with Gram Daily. They've done the hard work for you. 5 mil subscribers. If you blow on there, then I would say do the crossover. But I would start on Gram Daily because it gives you better of a chance.
So as an artist, when you're in the studio and you listen to beats and that, do you listen to look for something fresh or something that fits your style more?
For beats, bro, I'll be honest, whatever I'm feeling at the time. You know, music is based on mood, so whatever mood I'm in at the time, I'll type in that sort of beat, and I use YouTube 90% of the time. So I'll type in like, I don't know, Ard Adz type beat, K-Coke type beat. If I want to do like a jumpy drill, I'll type Central C type beat, and I'll just go along there, and then I'll find YouTube producers. I buy the beat off them. I hire the lease. I buy the lease. Sorry, I hardly buy premiums, by the way. Exclusives. They're like £1,500. I buy unlimited leases, so you have unlimited streams, but you don't own the beat. That just means another artist is allowed to make a song on your beat. I don't mind. It's just mainly my thing is buying the lease, so I have unlimited streams, and that's usually about, how much do we pay, like £200 for that?
Yeah. And
Yeah.
just to clarify on what Ad said, it's really important for independent artists because people try to persuade you that you have to buy the premium lease, but you don't. The lease that you buy is unlimited streams, so you can make as many streams as you want, but it's just important when you buy it,
Exactly.
DM or contact
Yeah.
the producer
Very important.
and get it, just write it in email and just get him to agree with it,
Yeah.
so that if your song does end up making
Doesn't
loads of
blow up,
streams,
exactly.
then they can't, do you know
So
what I mean?
that's a good point, bro. My biggest tune is Habibti, if we're talking numbers wise. I don't like the song as much as I like my other song, but it's the song that blew up for me. So that specific beat I paid, it was an American producer, $300 for unlimited streams, and I think that song's done like 140k now, and I only paid all in, including visual costs, studio costs, all in, hire the models, all in. I was 8 bills in. So it's about budgeting as well when you're an independent artist as well. So yeah, like
Sorry,
always least to beat.
You see when you said 140k, what do you mean like 140k pound?
Yeah, 140k English pounds. That's how much I've made from Apple Music, Spotify. Yeah, on the streaming platforms. Obviously,
Off
you
that
get.
one tune? Or?
Yeah. So I'm not including like the shows that come from it because that's different. I'm just talking streaming numbers.
Yeah.
And I was 8 bills in, so that's, do you know what I'm saying?
Mad profit.
Yeah, so you see the margin is mad, and like some of my friends, sorry, whoever that was, sorry to cut you. I'll come back to you, my bro, I promise. What it is, bro, one of my close friends who's an independent artist also, he was going down another route to me where he was paying 25k a visual,
Okay.
and then when he's releasing the song, he was making back like 10k, so it wasn't really making sense.
Yeah.
And then he started doing what I do, and then he's like, no, this is making sense
Yeah,
now.
of course.
Yeah.
My question kind
Yes,
of led
bro.
on to what you were saying at the end there. So, in the position that you are, I'm understanding you, that you have a better sort of understanding of where your budget goes into. So, coming into this, where do you find that most of the budget should go? So, obviously, when you're budgeting a release, you want to budget for the visuals, you want to budget for the campaign before the visuals, you want to budget for your release campaign as well. Where do you see now in the position that you are, a lot of the budget goes?
My budget always goes into the video, so I actually hardly ever have a campaign. Instagram, Twitter, Facebook is free, that's my campaign, and Wi-Fi. I go in there, yo my guys, the thing's out, love. That's me. I've never like shouted, like I don't even know who to shout to. PR agencies, I don't know any. I know Cass from Clio, I've used him about 2-3 times, and that's about it. That's just to boost my Instagram post. You know when it says boost post? I don't use it directly off Instagram. I shout Clio agency because they have a better rate. That's it. But in terms of where the money goes the most, I'd say visuals nowadays. Yeah.
You see, like as an independent artist and that, yeah, you have your own rate. Like, say for example, if man wanted to collab with you now, yeah, and I'm saying like how much you charge for a verse type of thing. Like, do you have them type of rates like where you, or is it like more of a like?
No, of course. So if like an independent artist shouts me and says, yo, how much you charge for like a verse for an audio, I check your music and I like the music you're making and I can hit a verse on it. So usually it's cheap, it's usually 2-3k. Obviously I'm saying cheap, but artists nowadays will charge like 50 bags, 100 bags for a verse. It's ridiculous. So yeah, if I like the music, one time I've even done features for free. So it just depends, bro. Yeah.
I got one question. How have you maintained top of the game from when you first started till now? Because obviously you've been doing it for a while and you've been at the top for a while. So is there anything you can give to the up and coming artists where the industry changes so much? How to stay on top of your game?
Very good question, bro. I wouldn't say I've stayed at the top of my game. I'd say I do this. I'm 30 miles an hour, whereas I've seen artists do 100 miles an hour, but then I've seen them on my way back down where they're doing their flies, the tires punctured, they're doing 0 miles per hour. So I just move steady, bro. And I guess the way with that is just I've never really signed a major label. As you know, the labels make you really famous. So when you sign with them, they will really blow your thing up. And once they're kind of done with you, they'll move on to the next artist, and then that machine ain't pumping you no more. So your whole branding looks like it's decreasing, but it's because it wasn't really you, it was the label. Whereas with me, I just kind of have done this. It's always just been me and my wife, so they don't expect much from me. If you get what I'm trying to say. Yeah.
You see like as an independent artist, how do you feel like it's been to like balance both life? Like obviously you got your wife and you got your own personal life. Do you feel like you've balanced it like in a way where you can, like you saying you're going and maintaining the thing?
Yeah.
Like is it difficult? Is it like what's the kind
No,
of
I guess it depends. Hands up if you can write a song in under 2-3 hours. There you go. So it'll be easy for you to maintain. So try to do at least write one song every 1 to 2 weeks. Just one. And get that released. Now obviously that's back in the day. Nowadays, I think if you're coming up nowadays, you gotta be in their face. So I'd say hit them every week, every 2 weeks, non-stop until they hear you. Then you can slow down a bit. But I guess in my position, I wouldn't flood it, because then it gets boring. You're giving them too much. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, hope that answers your question. In your house, so you're not wasting hours in the booth writing it. I've seen Bear Man do that, come and then waste 4 hours and like, yo, I'm ready, bro. And then it's like you've just wasted a bill. You could have did that in your yard. So always come with the tune written, bro. That's the best thing, yeah. Yes, bro.
I think as a Moroccan coming to the UK this past year, I think I got the chance to listen to your music back in Morocco as well.
So thank you, bro.
Of course. Do you think that Adz has always been connected to his home country, and do you think it has been done in a great way to attract more people in Morocco?
Very good question. I don't think my music represents a South Londoner. It does not represent a Moroccan at all. So it's a very good question, but no, I don't think I have. I think I've put out one song, I'd say, Moroccan tune. I Love Bloody, that's it, no?
Yeah, you jumped on it like.
Obviously, I've always, in my lyrics, I've always said I'm from where I'm from, but I wouldn't say I put out Moroccan styled music or like influenced. I think Gecko does the more North African influenced sound, whereas I just do straight rap, London rap sort of thing.
Don't you think that it's a market that is missed? I'm not saying change your style. I'm saying export your style back to Morocco. Is it possible, or is it in
Yeah. If I don't know. I guess I don't think I got the flavor for it. But if I could do the more Moroccan-y styled music, I guess I would. But I just don't think it's not really me.
He's chatting shit. He's got.
Don't listen to him.
I've got one
It's
bang
not me,
where
it's
he's
not
rapping
me.
in Arabic, wrote it in 15 minutes, blew my mind.
Yeah, but it's not me. I wouldn't.
It doesn't
Yeah.
surprise me because I can see it.
He just needs to
Yeah,
say,
no, thank
yeah,
you, bro. I
I'm on
appreciate
it.
it, man.
Trust me.
Is that everything?
Adam,
Yo.
if you could give independent artists 3 pieces of information that you wish that you knew that someone had told you, what would it be?
Tune called Ditto, Spotify for artists. I found those out mad late, and yeah, those 3 are the main thing, man. Honestly, like people think it's a myth to use these, but it's so easy to use Ditto, Tune call. Get your music on Spotify, get it on Apple, promote your thing, go hard, and you've done the hard work, bro. You've distributed it yourself, by yourself. It just takes nowadays one person on TikTok to do a little dance, and everyone's gonna do it, and then your tune goes woof through the roof. So that's the main thing. Just go hard, push your thing, believe in yourself. Say to yourself, like, this has to work. There is no other way. Like this has to work. And once you have that sort of mindset, you're just, yeah, man.
Respect the studio.